Hey guys, welcome back to Zeal Tarot. Today we have a pick a card with messages from your guides. So we have 5 piles. This one's pile 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Please feel free to pause this video and meditate on these cards if you like, and I will see you at the timestamps below. Hey Group 1, this is the pile with the Elite Shungai. So the overall energy we have for your reading is the Ace of Fire. And this card is all about that spark of creativity, your will, courage. It's like a new action. Maybe a new direction, especially with the arrow. It's like flaming. And it almost has wings. So first we have the Sojourner, the King of Mirrors, followed by the Poet, the King of Scrolls. And this combination is about balancing the mind and the heart. Having that mental clarity in alignment with our emotions. It's like the King of Swords. And the Sojourner, the King of Mirrors, is clarified by the Five of Books and the Ace of Pentacles. So this combination specifically is like self-sabotage, protecting our truth, this new beginning as well. It seems to be a new action that we're taking towards a new beginning, and protecting that from maybe others who doubt, or even ourselves. That part of us that doubts, if what we are taking action towards is really possible. But see how this Ace of Pentacles is flying. It's having that long-term vision. Keeping our emotions in balance with our mind. And this Poet card is clarified by the Ace of Spears and the King of Swords. And this Ace of Spears card, they're untangling like her hair, and there's also a spear that's tangled up behind them. So this is having that mental clarity again. This Poet card is really interesting because he's the King of Scrolls, and it's clarified by another King of Swords. So these are both King of Swords cards. And this guy is a little bit more passive. He has a rabbit that's like ready to jump, but how it's clarified by this very active King of Swords. It's cutting out some of this Five of Wands energy. And knowing that whatever we are working towards, whatever we are claiming as our truth, that it's stable, and having that long-term vision to keep maybe those parts of ourselves that don't believe in it, to keep a broader perspective on that. Like maybe it's not working out right this second, but if we continue to take this balanced action towards something that we hold very dear to us, this is about having that patience. The patience to untangle whatever situation we may find ourselves in. Next we have the Ten of Scrolls, followed by the Nine of Stones. So this card is exile, isolation. It's the Ten of Swords, so it's suffering. It's the end of the scroll suite. He looks trapped. This tiger has stripes, and then his environment also, it looks striped, so it's as if he can't pass these scrolls to get to maybe where he fits in best, where he would like to be. And then this Nine of Stones card, she's walking away from these 9 stones that she's piled. She's walking towards new stability. Maybe this is what this 10 of Scrolls energy is, what we need to have clarity on that long-term vision. How it's flying. And to take the time to be patient throughout this process, because for some reason things don't happen overnight. I don't know why that is. And this 10 of Scrolls card is clarified by the 7 of Chalices and the King of Pentacles. It's interesting how these are kind of the opposite energy as this 10 of Scrolls card. These are like manifestation energies, dreaming of what it is. It's like she can't see it, but she really wants this cup. She's dreaming of it. And this King of Pentacles, that's stability, that's that foresight, that's same like pentacle, working towards that pentacle energy. That's knowing that you can. Having that direction. And this Nine of Stones card is clarified by the 2 of Chalices in reverse and the 3 of Swords. So it's as if these 2 cards are mirroring each other. It's like a part of us really wants to follow this Ace of Fire energy. And we are needing to come to a balance between those 2 aspects of ourselves. 9 of Stones, that's sometimes we may doubt ourselves. It's 3 of Swords. It's like when the 2 of Cups is upright, the 2 of Chalices, that's like a equal harmony between 2 people, but in this reading it is between ourselves. I'm imagining this to be the mind and the heart. To release this doubt, maybe fears, self-sabotage. This card, these 2 cards especially, it's like emotional self-sabotage. Like if we are doing things out of emotion, it's knowing that our actions, our thoughts, everything that we do in this present moment may have an impact on our future. So it's keeping sight of this Ace of Pentacles energy that we are creating, this new beginning, and not letting ourselves be swayed by our fears or anxieties. To stay balanced in the mind and the heart, and that's how we can overcome this 10 of Scrolls energy. But it's like we are already at the 9 of Stones, like we are passing through this. And the underlying energy for the entire reading is the Ace of Pentacles. So that's like double confirmation that this new beginning, this new stability within ourselves, that it's something that we are working towards. Mental and emotional stability, a harmony between the 2. And then that's how we can reach this 2 of Cups. See how they're like sharing, having, I don't know, dinner or something. Beautiful. And the Shungite is like very grounding. So That's a great stone for this. So your overall energy, we have, for your dragon guide, we have Kuan Yin's pink dragon. Brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. See all your cords dissolved by transcendent love. Enjoy your freedom. Look for the divine around you. The Two of Cups. The Two of Cups energy. Maybe to have more compassion for that part of ourselves that doesn't want to be patient. I know. I struggle with that too. To understand that everything is like a process and we need to go one step at a time. Because maybe if we had immediately jumped to this, new beginning, maybe there would still be a lingering part of ourselves that is self-sabotaging. So we need to address this before we can move forward in whatever it is that we feel passionate about. This new stability, this new truth. And to know that this balancing of our mind and our heart will take us very far. And by knowing how to protect that part of ourselves against that self-doubt, that it will pay off in whatever we are trying to achieve. Okay, well that's all I have for you guys. I hope that this helped, and take care. Hey Group 3, this is the pile with the Dalmatian Jasper. So the overall energy we have for your reading is the Seven of Earth, which is depletion. And in this card there are 7 sunflowers, and they've passed, but within each of these flowers are like thousands of sunflower seeds. Maybe if we are feeling tired physically, mentally, emotionally, if our manifestations are taking some time and we're not sure if this is, something we should keep pursuing. With the moon followed by the muse, the Queen of Spirals, this is about tapping into your intuition, your inner knowing, your soul's truth, your passion, that fire behind creating whatever change you would like to in your life. To follow your authentic soul expression. What do you really want to create in the world? That creative energy, that intuitive knowing. In this card, the moon is looking at this person on this island, and it's as if these sunflower seeds, it's as if we've planted them. And this moon card, the moon knows. This is like our dream. Working towards our dream, knowing our dream. And we have the moon clarified by the 9 of Spears and the 7 of Pentacles. So these are a little bit mirroring. 9 of Spears is like the accumulation, the culmination of our hard work, our intentions, our thoughts, our discipline. And I love how she's petting this tree, or she's talking to this tree, and it's as if this woman is on that island with that tree in the back, and it's like, we know that is our truth. That is what we wish to contribute to this world. That is who we really are. And the 7 of Pentacles card is so interesting because the message behind this card is flowers with strong roots can come back or withstand winters, it's like we can be reborn if we have strong roots. And if you look at the roots in this depletion card, the roots are all over. Like, these are strong roots. It's knowing that our truth, that our dream, that whatever we are working towards, it's tapping into our inner fire to be able to come back from this depletion energy, to tap into our inner strength, to nurture that part of ourselves that feels so tired. She has the deer next to her. She's just such a nurturing Queen of Spirals card, Queen of Wands. And we have the Muse clarified by the Ten of Spheres and the Knave of Swords. This is the beauty all around you. Maybe how we can gain strength in our situation. The Knave of Swords, the message behind this card is every reaction contains the seed of victory. So there's this ongoing seed, like plant, tree, flower pattern throughout this spread. It's like the small changes, the small actions, choices in changing our perspective, in choosing to follow our intuition, our authentic self. All of these small steps will help us to achieve whatever it is we are trying to achieve. Not even achieve, maybe it's just to change, to experience, to be more in alignment with who we really are. Like a creative endeavor, something that brings stability. And then next we have the Acrobat, which is the Page of Stones. And this card is about flexibility in our thoughts. Flexibility in how we perceive the situation. Being able to transition ourselves out of this depletion energy through this Moon Muse combination. And the Acrobat is clarified by the Eight of Chalices and the Four of Chalices. Another mirroring energy duo. In this card, the woman is holding onto the chalice, and it's her mirror image that is choosing to head off somewhere else. And in this image, it's like we just have to stand up and get that cup. Again, it's another tree. That's so interesting, all the trees. This is like our dream. Our dream is there. We just need to get up and take it. Even though we feel so tired, it's a choice if we want to stay in this energy or if we want to go. If we want to plant our own seeds from these sunflowers. And the crow, the raven or the crow is such heavy manifestation energy. They're such, in my experience, they're such positive omens, messengers. And it's like this bird is seeing the potential. And that's why the bird is there, because there are all these seeds that it can eat. It's like maybe we feel like the sunflower, but we need to shift our perspective to being the crow or the raven. To see our potential. And to bring about our own judgment, our own rebirth. Through a change in our perspective. Choosing to stay in this energy or choosing to take action. And this judgment, this rebirthing, ending of a cycle, beginning of a new cycle is clarified by the Griffin of Chalices, and the Knave of Wands. So this is like being very clear on this moon energy, on whatever it is that we feel compelled to experience, to create, and take action on it. Knave of Wands. More fire energy to bring about our own judgment, our own rebirth. And then for your underlying energy, we have the Judgment card, which is just so cool. And it actually, to me, like with these trees, it even looks like another seed. Like you are the seed, we are the seed down here. And if we want to just get up and grab this cup, then that would be our rebirthing. And that's, it's our choice. And it's easy to say, right? And it's harder to do. But whatever this rebirthing is, it's like we have the Rainbow Dragon guide. So it brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, accept opportunities. Trust yourself. Trust in this rebirthing process. Trust that it's normal to feel depleted and to feel tired, especially if we are in like a never-ending cycle and it feels impossible to get up and grab that cup. But know that this is a cycle and that you can be one of these seeds being reborn into whatever it is that you feel compelled to experience. To trust yourself and to tap into your inner fire that probably is what started this whole dream in the first place. Sometimes our dreams, they tend to lose steam as we are getting further and further along, and then we get a little bit tired if it's not showing the results that maybe we expected. But it's to keep that faith in yourself, to keep going if that's something that you want, and to know that you can bring yourself out of this energy, to trust yourself. But anyways, that is all I have for you guys. I hope that this helps, and see you next time. Take care. Hey group 2, this is the pile with the Lepidolite. So the overall energy for your reading, we have the 5 of air, which is fear. It can be anxieties, mental agitation, self-doubt. And then next we have the 8 of scrolls, illusions. It's as if she is looking up at these scrolls, trying to figure out the answer. The scrolls is a mental card, so it's all about the mind. The Swords energy. But the scrolls are blank. It's like a thought loop going around in circles in our mind, but not able to find the answer to what it really is that we're trying to find. And we have the 8 of Scrolls clarified by the 4 of Swords and the 9 of Chalices. So this is about needing to create some distance between our thoughts or the situation that we're trying to solve, to come out of the mind and into the heart. This 9 of Chalices, 9 of Cups energy. Balancing of the mind and the heart to see all these cool things that are around us. If our thoughts have been going a little bit haywire or wild, maybe we have a big change coming up and we're not sure if we're ready. We're not sure how to manifest what it is we are trying to manifest. Because we have the visionary followed by the illusionist. And this is that same imaginative dream energy can create beautiful dreams that we would like to experience, or it can also create beautiful fears that we are terrified of, that maybe are illusions, the same illusion energy. So it's using our imagination in two different ways. We can create dreams, or we can create fearful scenarios for ourselves with that same kind of energy. Then we have the Visionary, clarified by the Ten of Swords and the Magician. And this Ten of Swords card is so interesting because it's the end of the Swords suite. And in this card specifically, it's about understanding. So understanding all of the lessons that we have learned throughout our 10 swords. And growing from that experience, knowing that we have the power within us to be able to co-create what it is we want to experience. Like in this image, he is using this flaming thing that comes out of his one hand, and he's gonna like open this thing, these rocks, these stones, to find what it is he is looking for, what he is manifesting. And this Visionary card, it's as if we are sitting right on top of what it is we want to open. Like, it looks the same. What is within us, maybe. In this image, it's as if she's looking up at these scrolls, but there's this sun kind of crystal ball energy that it's within her. And maybe she has been trying to find the answer for so long. Like there's a camel in a desert. But we just need to come back into the heart. Step out of the mind. To know that whatever we have experienced, we can take those lessons and create a new experience for us. The Illusionist we have clarified by the Two of Swords and the Queen of Wands. So this is needing to gain that clarity over our fears. This Two of Swords energy, she has a mask that she's holding, and this card is called the Court. The sword cuts two ways. So this is our fears. This is that same fear dream energy. We can use that whichever way we choose. Queen of Swords, having that mental clarity, that distance between whatever it is we're focused on mentally solving. We can't see her face, it's covered behind a veil. And then she has this mask as well. Illusions, maybe that we are creating for ourselves by choosing to harness, that dream energy. Which can be very powerful, the imagination. We can create beautiful things or very difficult things, depending on what we choose. And then finally we have the Golden Flower, which is temperance. That balance between the mind and the heart. And the Golden Flower is clarified by the World in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is maybe whatever we are trying to create or experience has us feeling like the world is in reverse. This is having the discipline, the strength, endurance to continue to work towards that stability. Knight of Pentacles is to continue to not give in to your fears about whatever it is, knowing that what you're working towards is the world. So even if it feels like the world is in reverse right now, like the Knight of Pentacles is the last card in your reading. So even if the world is in reverse, to keep manifesting, setting your intentions, taking actions towards what your authentic truth is, your true self. Your true soul expression. And your underlying energy, we have the Queen of Wands. Oh, sticker. The sticker. So the Queen of Wands is about that fire, that inner strength, courage, that knowing that we are not our fears, that we need to create this emotional balance between our mind and our heart to create this change that we wish to see. That by taking a step back from whatever it is will allow us to step into our heart. Maybe being in nature, going for a walk, meditating, playing with your pets if you have pets or kids. And then your dragon guide is the orange dragon. Brings soul families and communities together. Spread belonging, warmth, and oneness. Bring people everywhere together. This is that same Queen of Wands energy, that orange, creativity, that fire. Maybe whatever it is that you are working towards or wanting to create a change in your life will bring you closer to people who resonate similarly. Maybe it is a big change in your life, like a career change, or pursuing a passion, a creative endeavor. If it's a spiritual path, it's like you will meet similar-minded people. Alright, well that is all I have for you guys. I hope that this helped, and see you next time. Take care. Hey group 4. This is the pile with the fluorite. So the overall energy for your reading, we have the spiritual warrior, which is like the seeker. Inner truth, seeking your inner truth. So first we have the Ace of Stones. This is a new beginning, stability. And this Ace of Stones is clarified by the Griffin of Swords and the Hanged Man. It's as if this griffin, this truth, this action towards whatever is deep within you, coming into harmony with your deeper purpose. What do you want to create? Stability, the stability that you are manifesting. A new beginning. Abundance. This is abundance in all ways, like mental, physical, material. The stones, these are like the pentacles. But it's this Ace of Stones energy that is lifting you up into a new perspective, maybe seeing your situation differently. What does it mean to be living in your authentic truth? What does it mean to be truly authentic? As if there's forward movement, but there's also this spiritual pause. Reevaluation. Next we have the Companion, the King of Spirals. This is claiming your power, putting action into what it is you want to manifest. Fire energy. And I love how he's pointing to this Ace of Stones. He's like, yeah, this is what I'm making. And this Companion card is clarified by the Hermit and the Ten of Swords. So the Hermit energy, similar to this Hanged Man. Whatever has started this process, this Ace of Stones is making you aware of other details, maybe other aspects of ourself that might not be totally in alignment with this Ace of Stones beginning yet. It's making sure that we are in total alignment so we can really move forward. And this Hermit card is so cool because he's a hermit, but he's also open. He's like open-minded. It's the same seeker energy with your truth. Knowing that whatever cycle we have been in, it's ended, and allowing that to end, this Ten of Swords. With the Two of Mirrors, this is coming into harmony with oneself, with understanding that we are co-creating our reality with our thoughts, our actions. This is that emotional and mental balance between the mind and the heart within oneself, to be in your authentic, to be your authentic self-expression. What do you want to contribute to the world? Share with the world. And this Two of Mirrors card is so beautiful. It's clarified by the Unicorn of Spheres and the World card. This one is called the Pure Sphere. And you can see how, well, there are no other sphere cards out, but this sphere is very clear. So it's being clear in your truth, in your soul expression, in your authenticity, taking action towards that after having been in this hangman position. Open to new ways of looking at the situation. And once we come into this harmony within ourselves, once we claim our power and understand that we have a role in this, we are not victims, we are not passively experiencing life. We are always co-creating our experiences based on all of our little actions, thoughts. All of them add up to create what we want. And once we reach this harmony within ourselves through this seeker energy that permeates your entire reading, it's like we have the world. Stability, the world energy. This Ace of Stones is starting off the reading, but we're also ending on Her and the Hunter, the Chariot in reverse. So there seems to be this conflict, it seems, between two aspects within us, which is requiring us to go within, to allow this ending to happen in order to move forward. Because the Two of Mirrors and the Chariot in reverse, they're mirroring each other. And Chariot in reverse is clarified by the Dragon of Chalices and the Nine of Swords. This is needing to be, to understand how we truly feel, like emotionally. This is allowing our fears to take control of us, our shadows, our inner demons. Maybe an imbalance between mentally thinking about something a lot and that inner knowing. And it's once this dragon can come up right, then we can move forward truly. And the dragon in reverse is similar to this like needing to balance, needing to come to a balance. But then the Two of Mirrors is also like the Cups card. Two of Cups. Seeking that inner balance. And claiming our power. Knowing that what we are working towards will bring us this Ace of Stones, this abundance, authentic truth, authenticity, this world energy, Two of Mirrors, being who we really are, whole, like knowing we are already whole, and not letting our mind play games with us. Sometimes our minds just, maybe our minds have like too much free time or something. It's so easy to get caught up in the what ifs. It's like learning to discipline our minds and allowing our hearts to speak more. And that's how we can come into that balance, because the underlying energy for the reading is the Two of Cups. This is that Two of Mirrors energy. So it's knowing that throughout all of this, that our real self, that our true self, beneath all the labels that we have placed on ourselves, it's allowing ourselves to experience this Ace of Stones, this stability, knowing that we are already whole. And we have your dragon guide. It's the Source Dragon. It tunes you to the infinite. Be still. In the silence, magic can happen. Be in the moment. So it's this stillness that can bring us out of our heads, out of our minds. And into our hearts. Because it's as if our hearts, this Two of Cups, this inner balance is really calling for us to acknowledge it, to help us to step into this new beginning. This is also a Chariot card. So it's like the overarching energy is a Chariot. And even though we end on the Chariot in reverse, that is like, we really kind of end on this Two of Mirrors. It's our choice if we want to stay in that Nine of Swords. But all of the cards around are supporting us to step into this Two of Mirrors energy, the world and the pure sphere. Maybe breath work, being in the moment, breath work, going for a walk outside, being still, and having trust in ourselves. Trust ourselves to create this. Believe that we can do this. And be open to new ways of thinking about, to knowing about, to feeling about our situation. Because whatever we were just in has already ended. Okay, well, that is all I have for you guys. I hope that this helped, and I will see you next time. Take care. Hey, Group 5. This is the pile with the howlite. So for the overall energy of your reading, we have the Sun of Fire, which is about will, that inner fire, forward movement, creativity, self-expression. It's so interesting. There are like lightning bolts framing his face. More of that fire energy. And next we have the Pilgrim, followed by the Mime, the Page of Scrolls and the Page of Spirals. So this is working towards manifesting what it is you want to experience. The Ram is symbolizing being in touch with our subconscious, those repressed parts of ourselves, taking action towards our inner truth, our inner soul's expression. That balance. They're balancing on a rock. They're both stepping forward. And the Pilgrim is clarified by the Ace of Chalices and the Eight of Swords. So that's that inner truth. Knowing yourself and knowing how to free yourself from any mental games that we play with ourselves, any doubts, knowing how to stay clear in what we really want to experience. Balancing the mind with the heart. This is the Cups cards, this is emotions and your mind. And then the Mime is clarified by Judgment and the Eight of Wands. So this is about having the endurance and the patience while whatever your song, whatever your truth is that you are expressing, having the patience, maintaining that fire, knowing that it will come to fruition, knowing yourself inside and out. And then next we have the Weaver, the Queen of Scrolls. More of that mental clarity, and she's taking action on it too. She's creating something. And after the Weaver we have the Artist. So I love how they're both painting, or they're both drawing something. The Queen of Stones, the Queen of Pentacles, something that's tangible, material, stable. That's again that inside and out. Having our outside, our external reality reflect our inner truth. This is such a powerful reading. It's really cool. And then for the Weaver, clarifying the Weaver, we have the Phoenix of Swords and the Chariot. So this is, imagine he's flying, that fire energy, expressing your truth. And look at all that forward movement. Once we become clear about it, she looks so calm too. She's just casually painting, drawing. And there's so much force behind whatever it is because we're totally in alignment. And we're aware of our shadows, our shadow energies, our subconscious fears. We've integrated them. And there's so much pure energy coming through us. And then clarifying the Artist, the Queen of Stones, we have the Dragon of Books, which is the King of Wands. And then we have another King of Wands. So I love how she's just so gentle and peaceful, but she is like double King of Wands underneath. This is balancing the mind and the heart. With this energy on top, this is having the intentions and the actions to move towards what it is we are so passionate about, our inner truth, our authentic self. being in authenticity. This is so cool. Yeah. Something we are passionate about. Very cool. Son of Fire is also, it's like these are the same energy. Wow. So then for the underlying energy, we have the World. So this is just so cool. It's like knowing yourself, knowing your truth, being aware of your insecurities or anything that we might do to hold ourselves back. This is knowing that and loving yourself, all of yourself. Taking, I wanted to say gentle, but it's not gentle. It's like sensitive, intuitive, forward movement towards whatever it is, towards the world. This is underlying the entire reading. So cool. And then for your dragon guide, we have the Lilac Fire Dragon. Transmutes through the power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. And it's this feminine energy and in this masculine energy as the dragon. Just that beautiful balance towards what it is you want to create. Towards being yourself. Towards the world. So cool. That was a really beautiful reading, and I hope that this helped, and I will see you next time. Take care, you guys.